Hey guys, it's Mooty here, and some of you may or may not have heard about Nintendo shutting down all of its Wi-Fi servers for any game. Well, I don't think it was every game on DS, but I'm pretty sure there's a whole list of games in which they did shut down, which I will list, and I will have a link in the description. It's on their website, but I will have the direct link in the description. And I figured it might interest some of you knowing that, because mainly for me, I know a lot of people don't play 4th gen, but all the Pokemon games are affected. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black and White 2, all those games are affected by this because they are taking down their Wi-Fi servers for all these games. And as well as other games, probably like Mario Kart, and I'm pretty sure it's every game on DS and Wii that they are taking down. And I know a lot of people are not happy with this at all. I personally am not at all, but it's not really for probably the same reasons that other people are, because maybe some people out there still play these games online. There is that like small niche of people that do, but for me it was mainly it's a sad thing to happen, and it's happening in May. I believe the exact date is May 20th, but it is happening in May, and it does give very little time for us to actually have any like 4th gen or 5th gen battles. But for me, I started uploading Pokemon and getting really into Pokemon and really hyped up for Pokemon when 4th gen came out, and 4th gen is just, it will always hold this like special place in my heart. So it's just kind of difficult for me to accept the fact that after this day that you won't be able to have 4th gen battles anymore, or 5th gen, but mainly 4th gen for me. It's when I started doing YouTube, it's when I started getting into Pokemon battling, and obviously competitive battling, because that's when Wi-Fi capabilities first got introduced, and it was like it was literally the biggest thing to happen at the time. And for me, it honestly, like, it has a lot of sentimental value to me, so that's why I'm sad to see it go. Now, of course, most people right now use the Wi-Fi for Pokegening and transferring over Pokemon. I'm not sure if that's going to work anymore after this day, so that you also need to keep in mind. And then there are some people that also believe it's going to be affecting the Poke Transporter, which I don't think so at all. I don't believe they would release Pokecheck. I mean, not Pokecheck. All these names have Pokemon in the front of it, so I forget. But Poke Transporter and Pokebank. Some people believe these things are actually going to affect those games, which they will not at all, because that would not make any sense. I mean, you'd still be able to transfer over your Pokemon from the old game to the new one, but I don't know if the GTS thing would work anymore. I don't think any of that stuff would work. And then people are upset because they think they're doing it for people to buy their newer games, such as 3DS and 3DS and Wii U. But I did find this post on Reddit, which I will also link, in which this guy says that it's because of a contract they had with a certain service for matchmaking, and I will directly read it to you. It's because the Wii and DS Online are using GameSpy technology for their matchmaking service. Unfortunately, GameSpy matchmaking was bought by Glue Mobile in August 2012. A bunch of games suddenly lost multiplayer matchmaking, for instance Star Wars, Battlefront, and a lot of other games, without any notice. I imagine Nintendo had contracts in place that made sure they couldn't shut down the service until the contract had completed. My guess would be that Nintendo they wanted to stop supporting Nintendo as soon as possible. I really doubt Nintendo would shut down service for Wii unless they had to. And then they had a few links after that in which they do confirm what this guy says. And then they basically confirmed that Nintendo used to use GameSpy technologies, which was bought out. And then they believe this is the reason why they are taking down the servers, because it makes from a business standpoint, they say that, hey, maybe they should just release a software patch that reroutes all access from GameSpy to their own. But their argument is that a patch like that would probably cost the business more than it's worth to save, because once again, if it is a really, I think it's like 8 years old. No, not 8. Whenever Diamond and Pearl came out, it's years old. It's outdated now, but they believe this is the reason why Nintendo is shutting down their Wi-Fi servers. But I felt like this is something that many of you would be interested in. I'm not sure how many of you are actually feeling affected by this or what your thoughts are on the matter. Personally, for me, I'm gonna be sad to see 4th and 5th gen Wi-Fi go, but I'm still having a lot of fun with X and Y, and I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are. Does it really affect you in any way? I mean, some people don't even care about 4th or 5th gen anymore, but for me, it was the sentimental value behind 4th and 5th gen that really made it kind of hit home with me, because I have so many memories of that, and just not being able to ever revisit those ever again and do Wi-Fi in 4th or 5th gen is just a bit saddening to hear. But if this is something that's gonna happen, I mean, Nintendo announced it happening. Obviously, anything can happen from now until May, but right now the stance is that they will be shutting down the DS and Wii servers. So I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that not everyone is aware of this, and it is something that is fairly new, but it does affect the Pokemon community. So I figured some of you may be interested to hear that, and you can always post your thoughts in the comments and I will read them, respond to them. That's as much as I found. I will have any links in the description, and as always, guys, have a wonderful day. I love you very much. Bye.